Hey guys, welcome back to What Was Mommy Thinking? My name is Crystal and I am a full-time working mom of 3 very busy, incredible boys, and my husband and kids and I live in Texas. I am so glad you're here. Today is Financial Friday, but it is not just any Financial Friday. Oh no. Today is a Unicorn Financial Friday because both my husband and I got paid on the same day, which only happens twice a year. So if you're interested to see how we do that, it is time to stuff my cash envelopes, it is time to stuff my sinking funds, and it is time to get this Financial Friday underway. Stick around guys, let's get started.
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on a fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not. I just want to go my own way.
Hey everybody, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Today is Financial Friday. I have already got my cash put into my phone charger that I use for a/cash holder for these types of videos. I have all of the things here. I've got the gnome, and for today, because my gnome is going to take on different personas for different types of video, and for today, because we are doing a Financial Friday, he is going to be our gnome in the know because he knows what we need to do and what our financial goals are. So I'm going to set a couple of things aside really quickly, and I'm going to do a very quick overview of products. I'm going to try and remember to leave all of the products that I use listed in the description box below for anybody that's new. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you don't miss out on any of the fun. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I hope that everyone, subscriber or not, will consider hitting that like button. It really does help me know which content to bring forward and what you guys like to see. That being said, let's run through this super quick. For my cash envelopes and my sinking funds, my monthly cash envelopes and all of my sinking funds are kept in Happy Planner Skinny Classic binders. That's what this is. These are my monthly cash envelopes. I get paid once a month, and the money for our cash envelopes for the entire month comes out of that payday and gets put into these envelopes with little post-it notes reminding me which week that they're for so I don't mess that up. And then all of my sinking funds are in this Big Mama Jamma on expander discs, and these are every sinking fund that we have except for a couple that we leave in the bank. I think we have 3 that we leave in the bank completely. When I get paid once a month, we put that in here, and then every week on Friday, on Financial Friday, I transfer out of my monthly envelopes into my weekly envelopes, which are in my Filofax Saffiano, and inside of my Filofax Saffiano is my Happy Planner Skinny Mini. So this little guy right here holds all of my weekly cash envelopes. So these two go together. These are my sinking funds. This is my Franken Planner. This holds all of my planner needs, my budget planner, my everything planner is in here. I can link a video showing you guys the different components of it. And my budget is back under the budget section. And so I will link a video on all of this, and this is where I track my sinking funds. Now, if you've ever watched any of my financial videos before, you will know that I like to keep track of my sinking funds. When I set my planner up for May, I went ahead and reprinted this because if you remember, and you'll see in the previous video, these were shorter than they need to be, and then I just used Happy Planner stickers to label them. So because at the end, this is the last paycheck of the month, I'm going to go through and I'm going to write my starting balance in here for all of my sinking funds. And that way, I figured since I was starting over, I'd wanted to get the maximum use out of it. So I went ahead and started with May, but I have my old one of these available. And then on my previous one, I had whited this out because I thought I was going to use it differently, and I don't know what I was thinking. So I've got a fresh one of those as well. These are in alphabetical order. These are in alphabetical order, and I did go through my sinking funds and put those in alphabetical order just to help move the videos along. So that being said, let's get started with today. In my planner, I have my little cheat sheet that tells me what I am taking or putting in each of my categories. So you're gonna probably not see that. I'm gonna set it off to the side and pull my cash forward. And I thought that what we would do first is what we typically do, and that is stuff the monthly cash envelopes. Again, these are my cash envelopes. And I make all of my cash envelopes in here, my sinking funds, and in my Skinny Mini. They are available in my Etsy shop that will be linked below. I do readily give a disclaimer that the pictures in my Etsy shop are terrible, and I am working on that. If you want something or you've seen something in a video, all you have to do is email me, whatwasmommythinking5@gmail.com, or message me through my Etsy shop, and I promise you will get you what it is that you're looking for. So let's get started with our monthly cash envelopes, and the only thing that I didn't bring to this party are my Post-it notes. So 2 seconds. Okay, maybe that was a little bit more than 2 seconds, but I want to be able to put Post-it notes on all of the weekly amounts and put them into the envelopes as I stuff them. So every month for groceries, I keep everything in the bank that I have budgeted except for $50 a week that comes out. So I'm going to put $430, and I'm going to put the May money. So every Friday, and I do go through and look on a calendar, and I say, okay, so in May, we've got May the 7th, I believe. Let me look, because y'all know the old brain. Yes, so we've got May the 7th that we're going to need to fund. We've got May the 14th. We've got May the 21st. And we have today. So the way that this works, because I do get paid on the last day of the month, that money funds the next week ahead, right? So you get the money first, then you spend it. So because I get paid again at the end of May on the 28th, wait, no, actually it'll be the 31st, but because that next week is payday, then the 4 weeks for May, it starts today. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that $200, and then right under here I will write week 1, and I will take out $50, and that should leave me $150 in this envelope. Now I'm going to move this over because we won't need it. I just wanted to do that for explanation purposes. Now what I have to do is go into here into my grocery envelope, and I will put that 50 in here, but first let's pull 3 50s, or 4 50s, 3 and 4. So 50, 100, 150, 200. So we're gonna put 150 here, and then we're gonna take these other 3 50s, and we're gonna put our little Post-it note on them so that we remember what week they're for. So that's the 21st, the 14th, if I can get this done, and the 7th. So once we have these labeled, and it's pretty easy with the 50s because it's just a straight, like, pull the Post-it off, put it in the envelope. But some of these you'll see here when we get to them, it's like 25 a week or 30 a week, and it requires more than one bill. So we're gonna do that. Sorry about that, the all-knowing gnome. All right, didn't mean to bump you. And this will be our last, so 430. This will be our last entry on this. So we're gonna add 50, and that gives us a balance of $50. So next week we get to wipe all of this clean and start fresh, which is pretty exciting because that means I have been consistent with this system and stuck with it for some time. All right, so then over on my little cheat sheet, I'm just gonna put a little check mark next to grocery, and we're gonna go to the next envelope, which is household. So household, same kind of situation. We do the 4 weeks, so May 7th, May 14th, and May 21st. And I do not have a monthly cash envelope a weekly cash envelope ledger for this one yet, so it'll literally just be the $25. So I'm going to set these aside, turn to household, pull out my ledger, and I know this seems like a lot of steps, you guys, but this is how I stay organized and what has helped me personally stay on budget. It may not work for everyone, and I'm not saying that it would. I'm just saying that it's another alternative to putting everything, because I found when I put everything in the envelope at once that I would overspend at the beginning of the month and I would be short at the end of the month, and that's no way to live. So then I'm going to go 430. I'm going to put week 1, and then I'm going to subtract $25, and that should leave me with $75. So that's $75, and here's how I like to do this. You guys have all seen this before. I'm going to pull 4 20s, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to pull 4 5. Since it's $25 a week, look at that, it's just flying off of there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 week's worth will come down here, and we'll deal with that in a minute, and then the rest of this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to label it. So that's the 7th. This is the 14th. And this is the 21st. Now, do you have to do this step? Absolutely not. Does it save you time in the long run? I don't know. You tell me. I do it because it makes it a little bit easier for me, and I don't get confused if I open the envelope and, you know, the money's all in there together. I don't get lost that way. So again, I don't have a ledger for this envelope yet. Those of you that know me are just proud of me for having an envelope for household. And then we move on. So the next is gas. This is one that's been kind of fluid lately. I don't know if you guys have experienced it in your areas, but gas prices here have been a bit of a thing. So I tried the $30 a week last month, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. There's no money left in here. Obviously, you can see that in my monthly, but I do have money left in my weekly. But we had some events that got canceled for baseball that we were supposed to go to. It says I'm supposed to have 60, so 20, 40, 50, 60. I do have my $60. I thought about keeping it at $30 a week, and then I thought, I don't know about that. So here's what I decided to do. I decided for gas that I was going to pull out $250, right? And I know that that doesn't come out. 250 divided by 4 is $62.50 a week. But here's what I decided to do. I decided that for gas that I was going to take out the $30 a week, and then I was going to take out a $100 bill, right? So that I could still have my $30 a week if that works for us, but I have that $100 in here in case my husband or I either one need extra gas money. So what we're gonna do for now is we're gonna take a 100 and put it on the envelope this way. I'm gonna write down that on 4/30, we're putting in our May money and that we're adding $250. And that for week 1, it's still 30 bucks. So that means that we should have a total of $220 left when we're all done, right? So I'll take my 4 20s. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 4 10s, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like always, we're going to take one of those and put it down here. We're going to write out our little post-it notes for May the 7th, May the 14th, and May the 21st. And that way, I can try and stay within that $30 a week budget. And I think that I can because I still have $60. I will tell you that I need gas, like as we speak need gas. So I'll probably be spending that 60, and that will leave me the 30 in there for this week. And I don't think that I will need to fill up again by next Friday when we put in another 30. So I'm hopeful that that money lasts, and that I don't need to use it and that my husband doesn't need to use it. If it does last us, then that money will get put into either our next financial goal, whether it's debt snowball or our big emergency fund or whatever that is. But I just wanted it there just in case, because things have been a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs lately. So we're going to stick all of this back in our gas envelope. You would think that living in a house with all these boys, there'd be plenty of gas. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we already established that there's 60 in here, 20, 40, 50, 60. We're going to add 70, 90. So we're going to add 30, and that's going to give us $90. We'll put week 1, we'll put 30, and we'll put 90. So we've got a good amount of money in our gas envelope. We do have a baseball tournament this weekend, so we'll see how that goes. For our eating out envelope, I did adjust our eating out budget for this month because we have more baseball tournaments and we're going to be traveling more than we usually do. Instead of one every other week, I think we have 3 this month. So in our monthly eating out envelope, there is nothing. We finished transferring over last week, and if my memory serves correctly, we'll find out here in a second, this $25 is still in my weekly, but we're going to go ahead and add in the May money. So May dollars, and I increased it from $25 a week to $50 a week. So we're going to put in $200 instead of $100. And then we're going to take out week 1, and we're going to take 50 bucks, and that's going to leave us with $150. Now, I'm not going to put Post-it notes on this one, you guys, because, you know, I used those other ones as an example. This is just a straight 50. So I'm going to take out 4, 1 per week, put 1 down here, then 50, 100, 150. We'll put that in our eating out, and we will get moving right along. So in our eat out, there should still be $25, which looky there is. I'm going to add 50, which is going to give me 50, 70, 75. And just like the other, the grocery one, this one needs to be wiped clean next week. So we're going to put week 1, we're going to put plus 50, and we're going to put that we have a balance of $75. All right, you would think that $75 can buy a lot of money eating out, or a lot of food eating out, and that's just not true anymore. All right, pets. Our next cash envelope is pets. So we've done grocery, we've done gas, we've done eat out, we've done household. We're now going to do pets. Pets is going to get $150. And it's going to go into this envelope here. In our pets envelope, it says we should have 150, which we absolutely do. And for our pets, we're going to do a 100 and a 50, same as before. So we'll do a 100 and a 50. And I know that dog food was on the grocery list today, so I will probably break those with some smaller bills later when I have to reconcile my grocery pickups after I get them all done. But I will do that separately. So we now know that we have $300 in here, and I'm gonna let it ride just like that. And I'm not gonna put anything into my weekly yet because, like I said, I've already ordered dog food for pickup, and so I will probably just reconcile it out of my monthly envelope. After pets, we have our date night envelope, and I don't think that that's getting stuffed until the first paycheck in May, so we're going to skip that. And then we have allowance. Let me check off pets because I don't want to miss anything. So in allowance, we still have this week. Oh, maybe we don't. Did we give them their allowance early? Oh goodness, I don't even remember, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna stuff allowance, and if you have ever watched any of my videos, I have 3 boys. They have the opportunity to earn $5 per week per child, and we give that to them on Saturdays. So This one will be off by 1 day compared to the others. And we're gonna have to do a May 1st one because that would be tomorrow, and then we'll have a May 29th. Okay, so let's take out, they get the opportunity for 3 5s per week, right? So let's take these out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we will just put these little tabbies on here, and that makes it super easy because when I go to get allowance, it's already in the right denomination, even though my oldest child has now been asking for me to send it PayPal. He has a PayPal account because of his Twitch gaming account. I'm not sure how I feel about that, you guys, but it's all connected with my husband and he's helping him with it and I don't have to worry about it. So it's him and my husband on it and I just send the money. Okay, so I've got this, and then this one, and then the 29th. Perfect. So this envelope gets a little bit full with all of this cash in here, but that's the way that we do it. And the reason that I keep allowance in my weekly cash envelopes instead of a monthly cash envelope is because very typically when they ask for their allowance money, I can't keep up with what week that we're in, and I carry this in my purse so I can look really quick. So we're going to put May money. It's always $60 and the balance is $60. And I won't touch this until tomorrow when we give them their allowance for the week. All right, our last cash envelope, dun, 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 is sports. So in our sports envelope, we have a big whopping goose egg, like zilch, zero, nothing. So today we're going to be adding $100. So we're going to deposit 100. And what did I decide to take that out in? I think I decided to take a 50, 2 20s, and a 10. That way, if I wanted to put money in my wallet for the weekend, that I could. So let's make sure I have 100, 50, 70, 91. And that'll go in here. And then tomorrow, if the baseball tournament actually makes, because right now we've got rain going and I don't know that the tournament's going to be able to still go. If that happens, I'll move some money out of here into here. That is my last cash envelope. That can go over here. These are the envelopes where my boys keep their money. So if they have allowance, this is RJ's, this is Connor's, this is Jackson's. He currently has money in here that he feels safe for me hanging on to it than it being in his piggy bank or his little safe. And that is it. So we will not open these again until next Friday, or if the tournament actually makes and we're going to the tournament tomorrow. Goodness gracious, woman, get your act together. I'll pull some money out of sports and put it into my wallet. So these are done. So very quickly, I just want to go over here and check off that I did all of these. I did allowance, I did sports, and let's stuff some sinking funds. These are my sinking funds. I love them very much. They bring me such joy. If you missed my video last Friday, please, oh, sorry about hitting the camera. Please go back and watch it. I will throw a link above because I went through and took a lot of money out of my sinking funds for us to pay off debt, and I'm still trying to decide whether or not that's a video that I'm going to make and share, but I can just tell you guys that I haven't been that happy in a long time. So our first envelope we're going to stuff is our Amazon Prime membership. It is $120 a year and it comes out in the month of January. We're going to put $11 in there. That's going to give us 61 and we should have 50. Let's just make sure. 20, 30, 40, 50. Perfect. There's 60 and 61. So we're going to put that $61 back in the Amazon envelope. I just need to get to 120, I think $1 or $122 before next January, and we're right on track to do that. So The next envelope is our back to school envelope. I think I discussed this with you guys last week when I talked about mapping out my sinking funds and deciding what I needed. We decided to cut this sinking fund in half between now and August because we have 700, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the goal is to get to 9, and we only need $50 a month between now and then to make that happen. So we're going to put $50 in. That should give us $750. I'm going to grab that 50. We will make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 50. And that way I've got May, June, and July to make up the other $150, and we will have $900 for back to school shopping, and that includes all their sports dues and all of the buying the PE clothes that the school requires and all that stuff. So we did back to school. Now we're going to do birthdays. Actually, we're not going to do birthdays. I decided not to fund birthdays this payday. That's in last week's video as well. Christmas is not getting funded this time. As a matter of fact, clothing is not getting funded this time. That's another one that I decided to skip. I think partially because I've bought some clothes recently for my youngest son and everybody else is good, so we're kind of skipping that. Cosmetics doesn't get funded this time. I think that we go all the way to medical. It is kind of nice having these alphabetized, even though I used to like having all of my holiday sinking funds together. This is kind of nice. All right, so in medical, we should have 28. So there's 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. We are going to be getting $52. Do not ask me how that happened or how I came up with that number. I'm pretty sure it was what was left at the end of the movie. So we're going to deposit $52, and that's going to give us a total of $80. So in medical, I think I committed to putting in a 50 and 2 ones. So we'll grab a 50 and 2 ones, and let's count this and make sure it's 80. So 50, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So now I know where I'll go to make change for if I need it out of the pets envelope, right? Okay, so that was medical. The next one that's going to get funded is miscellaneous. This pretty pink here. It is empty, and it usually is. Don't be shocked or alarmed or surprised right there, because we do spend our miscellaneous money. People have really strong feelings about miscellaneous envelopes and unbudgeted envelopes and things of that nature, and I don't care what you call it. If you call it a cushion, if you call it whatever you want to call it, just have a little something for, you know, for the what ifs. So we'll put that $50 away. And then the next envelope that we're going to get to is vehicle tags, which is way back here. Let's see. Y'all, I'm forgetting something. I'm looking at my sinking funds. Let's see. Pets, back to school, vehicle tags, Amazon, gas, eat out, allowance, household, miscellaneous, sports. I don't know what I did, you guys. I really don't know what I did, because I'm going to have money left over, and I don't know what I did wrong. I'll have to look at it. Okay, so this says that we should have $36, 20, 30, 35, 36. And in vehicle tags, we're going to get 18. So it's a 10, a 5, 1, 2, 3 ones. So let's put those in where they live and put on here that we're adding that $18. So $430, adding $18. A fly just flew through here. 18 is 54. 54 schmackaroonies. All right, our vehicle tags come out in January and February. Let's make sure there's 54, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. Our tags come out in January and February, so we've got quite a few months, and we did that just like Amazon, where we took the total amount and just divided it by 12, and so that's what we've been adding. And so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what I did wrong. Let's see. HOA, pest, those stay in the bank. Vehicle tags, we stuffed. Pets, back to school, vehicle tags, Amazon, medical, grocery, gas, eat out, allowance. Oh, I do know. I so know. That's what I did. So in the allowance category, we only funded the kiddos, just like a mama. This is mine and my husband's allowance. It was the other increase this month. So normally, we each get $20 for the entire month, which someone so generously pointed out to me last month that my husband and I only earn what my kids earn from an allowance perspective or fund money or whatever you want to call it, and that was no bueno. So this month, we are going to do 30, 80. Look at that. Would you look at that? So this one will go to the side for him. This one will go to the side for me. Now, okay, so as I was saying before, my battery so rudely died. Now we are completely done with all of the money out of my battery charging station that doubles as a cash holder. We can close up shop, put everything away. I hope that you have found something this week that has helped you, or maybe even raised a question for you that you want to ask. If you are struggling with your budget or you are stuck getting your budget set up, please leave a question in the comment section below. I am working on getting an Instagram crash course from Marlene over at Snow Gardener 307 so that I can start taking questions and things there. So hold tight for those of you that keep asking. I am so sorry that I am technologically inept. I hope that you guys have an amazing weekend. I hope that you're going to do something really, really fun, filled with family and making memories and spending time with all of the people that matter to you. If you have any questions, again, always, I love to hear from you guys in the comment section below. I love to hear anything from you guys. If you just want to tell me a story, I'm all ears. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves, be well, and I'll catch you next time. Say goodbye to the gnome, everybody. Alright guys, a full disclosure, so that I don't have to put a bunch of text in the video to show you where I made a boo-boo. When I was doing the gas envelope, if you were screaming at me that 120 and 100 didn't equal, I'm sorry, what was I doing? That 90 and 100 didn't equal 220, I heard you. There's the other 30. There's 130 behind the $30 a week, and that does give me the 220 that I'm supposed to have. I don't know what I was doing. So there's that. And my husband and I were only supposed to get $70 each for allowance for this month, with a goal of getting to 80 next month, but it's only supposed to be 70, so that's where that extra money came from. However, I still have a random $10 bill that I am looking for the home for. So if you saw in the video where I screwed up the math and I'm missing $10 somewhere, help a sister out, because right now it's just going to be laying out to the side till I figure it out. We're keeping it real, you guys. Real life, this is what it is. We all do this. I'm just willing to put it out there for everybody else to see. I will find where this Hamilton lives and we'll get him in his place. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Know that I'm with you. Just know that I'm with you through it all. And I'm gonna be there whenever you win or if you fall.